Let me make sure I have things up. Yeah, the sound alerts are on here. I'm sorry! I'm sorry, Menace, I'm sorry! I didn't mean it! I didn't do anything! No! No! You're using myself against me! That's not how this is supposed to work. That's not how this is supposed to work, Menace. Inzagen. Oh my goodness. Enter. Settings. Oh, okay. Music. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Oh, let me work on settings. This is kind of loud for me. Where's audio? I'm a little audio delay. What? I'm sorry. This is good. I think this is good for me. Is this audio good for you? Stop! Stop yelling at me! No, please! How well can you do, cats, besides chat not showing? Minimum. Why are you threatening me? Guys, the bad end is supposed to be for the theater, not me. Okay? You know what? I should turn off my lights. I feel like it would be a nice atmospheric thing, you know? I'm gonna do that. Yeah, lights are off. Cozy. Y'all are so mean. Here, we're gonna enter the theater. Come on, we gotta watch the play. We're gonna play it now. Welcome to Baden Theater. On this stage, we shall be toying with fate. You will make many choices, unlocking darker and darker paths, all in order to witness a lovely variety of tragic events. But first, allow me to explain how it works. To begin the tutorial, select whichever doll you like. Let's see. You are the demon doll, the human doll. Which doll should I be? Which should I pick? They're so cute, actually. I'm gonna go with the demon doll. Oh god, please, no. Is that normal? Is that normal amount? What are you doing? Is that a what? Where is those coming from? Oh my god! That's so mean. Oh. Oh my goodness. Okay. I guess I'll see you narrating. You control the demon doll. You're a fierce-looking guy, just minding your own business. How will you interact with the human doll? We'll play nice. Oh. You try to make friends with the human doll, but it kills you in cold blood. How ruthless. That's not my name. I'm not piss a drinker. Such a pacifist? That's so mean. What? Well, I don't like fighting. You are? I'm not. Okay. You found your very first bad ending, but don't worry, the story need not end here. Let's reset the stage and try again. This time, try controlling the other doll. What if I control the demon doll? Oh. Go ahead and try playing as the human doll this time. You controlled the human doll. You're a friendly little guy, just minding your own business. How you interact with the demon doll? See if I... No, what? No wonder your model's a zombie. We all saw it, and even if you delete the message, I still have a screenshot. I don't even think I deleted the message. It's an orange soda. Oh god. It's an orange soda.
Put on a show for his cats.
I'm trying. Oh my god! My goodness. Here, fine. You guys want me to be mean? Y'all want me to be mean? We'll attack it, okay? It'll be hostile. You killed the demon doll this time, and it doesn't resist. This is all because you chose to play nice in the first round. Are the mechanics becoming clear? Okay. Wait a second. Oh, I feel bad now. That literally just means I fulfilled it. Oh! Look what you guys made me do. I feel so bad. I literally fulfilled what happened. I'm so upset. It was a self-fulfilling prophecy! Oh, I've been tricked! Oh, I feel so bad. Oh, I'm in pain now. Oh my gosh. Now that you know how the story goes, you can set the doll's behavior in advance. As you just saw, these behaviors will automatically be set to what you choose during your last playthrough. But now you can turn each one on or off without having to replay from that doll's perspective. Yes, my theater actually doubles as a puzzle game. Now try turning the doll's behavior on and off to see the different outcomes. Turn it off. Wait. Turn it off. And it will be the demon doll. And we'll play nice. Yeah! You and the human doll are able to set aside your differences and become friends. End tutorial. That's the only happy ending we're getting this game. Now be mean with the hostile human. Okay. We'll attack. Oh, you both attack each other at once and died together in tutorial. And I'm pretty sure the other way around, the demon would just kill the human. Romeo and Juliet ending. Well, I mean, they kind of... Is it really a Romeo and Juliet ending? I don't think they loved each other. Yeah, I get it. It's canon. Gasp. Let's see. This game saves your progress automatically. Okay. Demon and human are husbands. Oh my goodness. Now, without further ado, let's start the show. Okay, okay. Who should we play first? Who do you want to play first? Guys, which one of these little characters would be me? Doomed Yowie. There's Doomed Yuri in here, isn't there? The maiden? You think I'd be the maiden? Yeah? Okay. Yeah, we have the hero, the maiden, an underling, the overlord. Underling benefits cats. Y'all want to do a poll? We can do a poll where y'all vote who I play for the first, I guess for today. What we'll probably do, the maiden looks most similar. Yeah, we'll make a poll. We'll make a poll. Let's see. New poll. Who should we play? Let's see. Hero. Maiden. Underling. And Oh god. Oh. An overlord. We'll let you guys vote. Oh my goodness, it's a raid! Oh my gosh, hi! Hi! Hi, Frozen Dreamer. Hi, Fins. Welcome in, welcome in. How are you guys doing? I was just oh my god! I'm sorry. I was just setting up a poll. Oh my goodness. Hi, everybody. I'm Katsujin, your dorky demigod. And ow! And my chat likes to beat me with pipes. But, how are you guys doing? What were you playing? What were y'all guys playing? While the poll's ongoing. Yeah, we just started up Bad in Theater. I've never played before. See, looks like we're voting for... Ooh, one person voted for the hero. Nice. I was playing, Borrow Trauma. Okay. Mega Man Roguelike. Nice. The Maiden won. Okay, I've never played those games, actually. I'm not a big gamer, actually. So I don't know much about those games. Okay, we voted for the Maiden. Look at her! What shall you do, cats? Be a silly little guy. Alrighty. Narration time. Oh, but thank you again for the raid. And if you need a raid and run, that is a-okay. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay. You are a maiden. You live in a peaceful village next to a spooky demon overlord's castle. You are told that you are fated to be captured by the overlord one day because you are a beautiful young girl. Demon overlords apparently love capturing those. You think of how you haven't heard of that actually happening to anyone, but maybe the demons just haven't been given the opportunity. Who knows? You are in church. You pray to your God, asking why you have been born into this role of maiden. You respect the divine plan and all, but you're really just curious as to what the point of it is. You are impatient. Meeting a demon actually sounds pretty gosh darn exciting. Maybe you'd understand your role better if you were to just hurry up and get captured already. Oh, we leave a note? You leave a note and venture forth to find a demon, just to, you know, see what happens. Not long into your little adventure, a demon underling appears before you. It looks pretty scary. No, I think we should introduce herself. We'll be polite. We'll be polite. Oh, hey, hello. You tell the demon your name and explain what you're... blah, blah, blah. You tell the demon your name and explain that you're a maiden from the village. The demon suddenly jumps at you and starts biting. A lot. How painful. This plan of yours was completely stupid, you think. Why wouldn't you have been more patient? Why would you go looking for trouble? You aren't angry or anything. Of course, this was all your fault for trusting a demon not to devour you on sight. This is your punishment for questioning fate, you guess. Bit by bit, you are swallowed by the demon until you are no more. Fitting cats indeed. I suppose so. Consumed maiden and reset the stage. Okay. We're still gonna play the maiden. Look at us in our peaceful little village. Okay, so we go to the church, get impatient, and we leave a note. Alrighty. So now we're gonna shout for a hero to come save us. Let's see. Okay. You yell, but a hero does not come. And we still died! Okay, so we need to get, like, the hero. We need to get the hero. Exit the theater. No, wait, no, that's the wrong button. Did I just press the wrong button? I did. Okay. No, I'm not. That sounds horrible. Okay. So we played the maiden and we died. Wait, y'all voted for me to play the maiden. That's so funny. I guess that is very befitting for me being a zombie. No one, yeah, that's what I was thinking. No wonder I'm a zombie. Okay. So, message deleted. Okay, I guess we'll go with the hero then. We'll be there. Look at us. Oh my goodness. You are the hero. You like to think of yourself as a pretty reliable and swell guy. Your life has been rather ordinary, aside from the occasional heroic adventures fighting evil monsters and whatnot. You were told a maiden from your village has been kidnapped and is likely being held captive at the nearby demon overlord's castle. What? Quite menacing for a menace. Finn called me a puss for a few days ago. Well, yeah, that's valid, because I don't do that. I don't do that at all. Did I already read this? I did. Who even puts a village? You are Who even puts a village right next to where an entire demon army hangs out? You don't get it. You're happy to protect the townspeople, though. You were born to play this role. You head off on your adventure to rescue the maiden. But demon soldiers block your path. You could kill them to gain experience. Let's see. Flee like a coward. I don't know. We'll be dutiful. We'll be dutiful. You draw feet? I told him I don't drink piss, I draw feet. That's lovely, Menace. We're gonna be dutiful. We'll bravely slaughter the evil creatures. You make quick work of the vile creatures who stood in your way. Oh my god! Okay. Thank you for the bits and the metal pipe. I appreciate it. You feel much stronger now. You're gonna run to the gym and have a good one? Okay. Have fun at the gym, Menace! Ow! Okay. After a long trek, you make it to the castle's front gates. You are faced with an army of demons that all look very intimidating. There's no way to sneak past these monsters if you want to reach the Overlord. Ask if they'll let me in after we just killed a guy. I think. Oh. You know, yeah, we'll ask if they'll let us in. We killed like 2 of them. Hello, sir. May I please enter your castle? I believe there's a maiden in there. You took her. I'm here to save her. You attempt to explain why you've come, but the monster before you is eyeing you with suspicion. They can't help but notice the demon blood from earlier. You haven't had the chance to wash off yet. Whoops. You have no choice but to fight the army in self-defense. Oh well, the more experience points for you. More experience points for you. You make your way through the castle, fending off all the demons that stand in your way. The Overlord appears, demanding to know what the hell you're doing murdering all of her soldiers. You get straight to the point and ask her where the maiden is. She feigns ignorance, a convincing act, but you won't be fooled. If the maiden isn't here, then what happened to her? You can see only one answer. The Overlord definitely captured her. In fact, it's possible she's already been devoured. Thinking about that poor maiden's fate fills you with hatred. You fight the Overlord with everything you've got. You've become strong from the hordes of demon you took down before this final battle. The Overlord is almost no match for you. You cut her to pieces. The Overlord has fallen. You breathe a sigh of relief, but your job is not finished yet. You search the castle. Unfortunately, you find no sign of the maiden within its walls. It's just as you had suspected. She must have already been devoured. You feel hollow. A great evil has been banished from this world, but what does that matter if you were too weak to save someone? You stand alone amidst the carnage and ponder what it means to be a hero. You return to the Overlord's remains and wrap her head in your cape and bring back to the village. Surely, your great victory will be celebrated. Failed hero. Okay, we're gonna reset the stage. I'm trying to think. We'll make him dutiful, and then we'll play the maiden again. We'll try and stick with these two roles for now for a little bit. Okay. So now we're gonna shout for the hero to come save us. Does not come? What? I'm gonna eat. Ah, wait, what? Okay, maybe. Huh. How do I just play the hero again? Failed like a professional cat. Hey, I'm figuring this out. I'm figuring it out. It takes time. Yeah, set behaviors. Okay. Isn't there bad end? Okay. So these are how many we can look for. Oh, okay. So this shows. Okay. Bad end. Okay. I guess we'll do the underling, since the maiden runs into the underling. We'll make her polite. We'll mess with the hero later. We'll play the underling. You are a demon underling in service of the Overlord. You aren't particularly strong, but not particularly weak either. That's what your friends tell you. Your job is to guard the castle and keep humans away. It's unbearably boring. Heroes rarely come all the way here to challenge the Overlord anymore. It's a lot of standing in place and staring into nothing. You feel like you're gonna go crazy if you don't get a break. You decide to ask the Overlord for a day off. She gives you an earful about responsibility and unquestioning obedience. You wait for her to finish her lecture before returning to your post. What does she know about anything? Who made her the boss of everyone? You complain about the Overlord to your friends. They agree that she's kind of a snob and totally deserves to be kicked off her throne. You only wanted to vent your frustrations, but the conversation somehow turned into an assassination plot. You should probably steer this in a responsible direction. Let's not right now. You tell your friends you were totally not serious about this whole thing. You were actually cool with the status quo. After all, life must be pretty dang good if the only thing you have to complain about is that you live so comfortably and there's nothing to do. The others nod, but don't seem convinced. You say coup d'etat would be more effort than it's worth. But you're still gonna go be a rebel and sneak out of the castle. Your friends crave your mischievous ways. The change of atmosphere excites you. You spend some time rolling around in the grass, wild and free. As you make your way along the path to the nearby human village, you encounter a maiden. She greets you and says she has a favor to ask. You consider your options. We're gonna hear her out. You're in a good mood today and are rather curious about what the maiden has to say. Humans don't usually talk to you, so this is kind of exciting. You hadn't guessed it would even be possible to understand each other before now. The maiden is going on and on about some kind of destiny she's trying to fulfill. The bottom line from what you gather is that she wants you to take her to the Overlord. Sounds like it could be interesting. Besides, you have nothing better to do. Satisfied with your day out, you take the maiden back to the castle and present her to the Overlord. The Overlord asks where you found this maiden, knowing full well that you left the castle when you weren't supposed to. You apologize for disobeying her, but hope that the maiden is an interesting enough present that you may be forgiven. The Overlord nods and says everything's cool, as long as you always listen to her from now on. You're impressed with what an easygoing boss she is. You mention how you can't believe you and your friends even considered overthrowing her. She gives you a look, and you say, "That was just a joke, of course." She smiles and dismisses you. You decide it's about time for a nap. Oh my goodness. You don't get to sleep long. Your friends wake you up. Rude. One of them is stepping on you pretty hard. You ask them what their deal is. They say they're planning a whole revolution. They're gonna get rid of the current overlord and put a new ruler in place. They want to hear if you're in or out. And being a pretty lazy underling, you of course reply with, "That sounds like a lot of trouble. How about we just skip it instead?" Your friends question your loyalty to their cause. She's actually not so bad, guys. Very loyal, are you, cat? Well, I know I'm gonna die here, but I think it's really funny. It's like, actually, she's not so bad, you guys. I'm like, what? So we know this is about it. We'll be disloyal. We'll be disloyal. Okay, let's kill the Overlord. You tell them that you were just joking and clarify that you were totally in it to win it. They say you're always terrible with jokes. Whether or not you actually feel like killing the Overlord, you know how bad it'd be to end up on the wrong side of things. And if this assassination deal doesn't pan out, you can always pretend you were innocent all along. But beneath your shield of fox confidence. Hang on. Blah, blah, blah. You worry that you're getting yourself dragged into. You follow your friends outside the castle to talk more about the plan. You're curious if they have an idea of how they want to go about this. They figured they'd just lock her in a room and set it on fire. What a stupid plan. That could go wrong in so many ways. You realize your friends are just a bunch of directionless thugs, useless without someone's guidance. Your guidance. There'd probably be casualties if you fought her head on, and while showy deaths make a revolution a heck of a lot more fun, it's probably the wrong way to go. Your friends agree and suggest that you play the assassin. You really didn't want it to come down to this. But you can't back down now. You'll have to be the one to assassinate the Overlord. Besides, no one has any better ideas. You sneak into the Overlord's room. She's taking a nap like usual. It's almost too easy. You silently approach your master. She looks so peaceful. Check it out. We're gonna die. Okay. Time to die. You figure the cleanest way to do this would be to dig your claws into her throat. So you do just that. She wakes, but not in time to stop you. You watch as she chokes on her blood, cursing you before finally expiring. That felt terrible. You remind yourself it was either her or you, and you weren't about to let yourself get killed by anyone. You leave the room to find your friends waiting just outside. They look pleased. Only now do you realize they must have been planning to use you like this from the beginning. You are the new ruler of this castle. Your subjects bow before you. You live in fear that they will one day betray you, as you had betrayed your overlord. Lord, Underling, and B. Okay. Oh, we got all of these. Okay. Well, we didn't do the coward one. Overthrowing doesn't look nice on you? Oh, you don't think it suits me? You don't think it suits me? How sad. Do we want to play the Underling again? And this time go like kind of the coward route? Because we know where it ends with hungry. There's a lot of such disloyal to the end. Let's see. This will get us to different areas. That's neat. That's this is one death we avoided. We avoided this death. If we had the hero, we probably would have died here. Disloyal. Okay. Maybe we won't mess with the underling. Until the end. How about we stay disloyal? We'll do the disloyal. And then maybe we can play the mate again? Or we'll just go with like what we chose last round? I want to play the mate again. We're gonna introduce herself. We're gonna be so nice. Okay. The demon doesn't seem to have. Oh my gosh. Blah blah blah. Okay. You tell the demon your name and explain that you're a maiden from the village. You tell them that you were thinking maybe you would understand your role better if you were to hurry up and get taken away by a demon already. The demon doesn't seem to have really been listening. Okay. No, I don't want to reset characters. Take me back. Return. The demon doesn't seem to have really been listening to you, which is a little irritating. They agree to take you to their master nonetheless. After a long walk to the castle, you're introduced to the Overlord. She lectures the underling that brought you here, who was apparently told not to leave their post. You wonder what cruel punishment awaits them. But to your surprise, she lets them off easy. The underling is dismissed, and the Overlord turns to you looking very interested. You explain why you've come, and she squints at you. It turns out she'd never had any plans to capture maidens, or to do anything else that would agitate the humans. You wonder for a moment if she really might be lying, but it doesn't seem like it. Still, this doesn't make any sense to you. You've always been told that demons would one day seek you out, and something awful would happen. Then a hero would come to your rescue. You don't want to believe you've been lied to all along. Maybe it's just that you haven't been maiden-like enough. You ask the Overlord what you should do to be a more suitable maiden, but she doesn't seem to understand. Just go home and stop worrying about destiny so much. She makes it sound so simple. This Overlord seems like the complete opposite of you. You want to learn more about her and how she thinks. You insist on staying to talk with her more. The Overlord tells you again that you should get lost. How rude, you just got here. Obedient. No, we're gonna stay. Refuse. You put your foot down and tell her you're not going anywhere. You still want to fulfill your destiny, even if you have to make it happen on your own. She's a little frustrated at your stubbornness, but doesn't kick you out or anything. Hooray! The Overlord shares many stories about demons with you, and little by little you realize that they might not be the ruthless monsters you were raised to believe. As it turns out, she commanded her demons to avoid towns and villages. She didn't want to risk giving humans any excuse to send a hero out after them. You realize that must be why you never heard of any demons attacking your town. You express your gratitude to the Overlord on behalf of your village. She says you can thank her by telling the humans to stop raising heroes. She's tired of her servants getting killed off by them. You've always thought demons were violent and unreasonable creatures, but it seems like the Overlord could say the same of humans. You may be different, but really they're just trying to live their lives the same as you. You feel like you're starting to understand things a lot better. But maybe everything I've said was to deceive you and the other humans. What would you do if I turned out to be super evil all along? Even if she were to capture you now, you think this place is far more interesting than the way things are back home. You kind of like not being told to expect demons to come after you all the time. You feel free. Honestly, you've always kept to yourself, but spending time with this Overlord has been very nice. You feel the butterflies in your stomach. Gasp! As you think of that, a hero enters the room. You're surprised to see him at first, until you realize he must have been sent to retrieve you. Confused, the hero asks you what's going on. You explain the situation, reassuring him that you were never in any danger. The hero expresses his relief that this whole misunderstanding hadn't led to any horrible consequences. You apologize for causing trouble, but really, didn't anyone just read the note you left? Jeez. The hero asks if you'll return to the village with him to give everyone the news of your safety. The Overlord allows you two to leave, and you give her a little wave as you exit the room. You'll be back soon. You're about halfway back to the village when you feel something is off. Unable to shake your concern, you look back over your shoulder. You stop in your tracks. The castle is engulfed in flames. Is the Overlord alright? You can't return to the village like this. You have to know. You have to be sure everyone is safe. You've already taken off before the hero can even think of stopping you. You scan the fleeing demons, but the Overlord isn't among them. Against your better judgment, you rush into the burning castle to find her. You quickly reach the Overlord's room, but the door is shut tight. The handle is too hot to touch. You're too weak to force it open. You pound your fist against the door helplessly. What were you thinking? This is all because you'd forgotten your role. Only a hero could pull this kind of thing off. You start to cough. The smoke is too thick. You can hardly breathe. You realize you hadn't gotten much time left now. You haven't got much time left now. You desperately head towards the stairs to save yourself. But the fire spread faster than you expected. You won't make it outside. You can't help but laugh. What a joke. A maiden saving the Overlord? If you just stayed true to your role, things wouldn't have ended like this. This is exactly the kind of punishment you deserve. You let the demon fire cleanse your rotten soul. Dang. Selfless maiden, NB. Reset the stage. Obedient. Okay. I haven't done... we'll stick with polite. And then maybe we'll play the hero? Let's see. And then this is obedient. But burns in the castle. Okay. Returns to her village. Dutiful. Okay. So she goes to the Overlord. This is an Overlord choice, I guess. Here. Okay, okay. The maiden stays with you a while. And then I guess we'll do dutiful. We'll see. Well, the hero just kind of walked in, so maybe. Okay, we are the hero. Flee like a coward. Forgetting your pride, you escape with your life. But you can't return home now. Your reputation will be ruined. You wonder how you'll ever be able to rescue that maiden all on your own if you can't even fight some lousy demon underlings. You take your chances at the castle. You're a hero after all. This is your job. After a long trek, you make it to the castle's front gates. You are faced with an army of demons that all look very intimidating. There's no way to sneak past these monsters if you want to reach the Overlord. Diplomatic. Ask if they'll let you in. You go up to the nearest demon and explain why you've come here. They stare you down and you feel very uncomfortable. But they seem to trust you and escort you directly to the Overlord's chambers. That was easy. The Overlord and Maiden seem to be in the middle of some casual conversation when you barge in. You all look at each other in surprise and confusion. This is no time to hesitate. Heroic. We're gonna ask what's going on. The maiden explains that she was never actually captured and that she came here on her own volition. That was a pretty dangerous thing of her to do, but no one got hurt, so at least there's that. You ask her to return to town with you to reassure everyone of her safety. The Overlord allows the two of you to leave and you casually exit the castle. You try to make conversation with the maiden, but she's been pretty quiet since leaving the Overlord's room. Is she shy? She suddenly stops in her tracks and you turn your head to ask what the deal is. Oh, the Overlord's castle is engulfed in flames. You can't help but feel relieved you got the maiden out of there when you did, but she suddenly takes off towards the burning castle. Panic sets in and you follow to try and stop her. The smoke is so thick, you've already lost sight of her. What is she thinking? It's too dangerous to continue. You feel hopeless. You stand alone at the castle gates. Your body won't allow you to take another step forward. No. Going in there would be suicide. You return to the villagers and tell them there was nothing you could do. You were too late. The maiden was claimed by the demons. Dang. Bystander hero. Ooh. Reset the stage. Okay. Maybe if we go with dutiful, because we can pick multiple, but I think I just want to stick with like one at a time. And then let's see. The hero slays the demon, dutiful. The hero flees from the demons, diplomatic. See, because there's like this ultimate end here, right? Quite the heroic choice, Fleer. I know. I'm so smart. Okay, so what's this one? Dutiful. Finds his maiden. Overlord is upset. Okay. We'll do another thing with the hero. And we'll keep this. We still haven't played the Overlord, but okay. We're gonna bravely slaughter. Yo! Look at us, we're so cool. And then we're gonna cut through the demon army. Okay. The world is much safer with them gone. Oh, that's what you tell yourself while you kill one after the other on your way to the Overlord's chambers. You find the maiden being held captive by the Overlord, just as you suspected. For some reason, you can't sense anything sinister happening. You all look at each other in surprise and confusion. This is no time to hesitate. We'll ask what's going on. Oh. She explains that she came here on her own and was never in any danger. She hesitantly asks why you're covered in blood. You don't know how to respond. The Overlord moves past you and out the door to see her army in lifeless, bloody piles. She's wailing. It's horrible. This is your chance, hero. Let's see. This is all just a big misunderstanding. Gosh. We'll go for that one. It's all just a big misunderstanding. Oh. I don't think she's gonna let it slide. You hope she'll let this whole thing slide if you could just explain yourself. You really try, but the Overlord is inconsolable. She tears you apart, and the maiden watches in silence. As you die, you can't help but think you probably deserve this. Tragic hero. Yikes. Okay, let's see. Because there's still so much for, like, the maiden and the hero thing to go. Everything is fine. Underling disloyal. Okay. And then there's something about the maiden. So we need disloyal and diplomatic. So diplomatic, disloyal. And then I think we need something for the maiden. Okay. So we'll go with the maiden. We'll see how this goes. No wonder you're a zombie. Skip. We're going to introduce ourselves. And then we get to go to the castle. We're gonna refuse to leave. Put our foot down. Yeah. Whoa. Oh wait, I didn't mean. Okay, hang on. Let's go to log. Okay. Hang on a second. I'm sorry, I have to like log. You have to tab out for a second. Okay. Let's see. What is it? Where did I leave off? I lost my place. Okay, the Overlord allows you two to leave, and you give her a little wave as you exit the room. You'll be back soon. Near the castle's entrance, you spy a group of suspicious demons congregating. Wait, no. Okay. They're talking about assassinating the Overlord. You have to warn her. But the hero shakes his head. He says that if this is the true nature of demons, the world is better off with less of them. This isn't right, you think. What kind of hero passes up a chance to save a life? The demons have taken notice of you. It's now or never. You take off into the castle, and the unreliable hero follows shortly after. You burst into the Overlord's room, all your words spilling out at once. You should probably slow down, but there's no time. The Overlord seems to have followed your frantic explanation, but clearly doesn't understand the urgency of the situation. The underling you recognized from before barges in, calling you a liar. You're surprised they're a part of this evil plot. They seem so nice. The other demons come right in after them, saying the whole thing was the first underling's idea. Everyone's shouting at each other now. It's really stressing you out. You're relieved when the Overlord demands silence. She threatens them with violence, and you think she's very Overlord-like in this moment. The group of demons hiss to each other before shutting the door, leaving the little one behind. You watch as it pounds on the door in distress. Have they locked you all in? You have a bad feeling about this. And thinking that must have jinxed it, because now the room is engulfed in flames. If only you had ignored those demons before, you and the hero wouldn't have stumbled into this situation. If you had just pretended not to hear them, if you left as you were told, only the Overlord would have been killed. But you couldn't have done that. That path isn't an option for you. You think that no matter what, you'll always strive for the path where everyone survives. It must exist. It simply must. The Overlord seizes her underling. They beg for their life. You pray. You don't know what else to do, so you just pray. The Overlord's claws pierce the underling's chest. They scream an awful scream. She digs and twists her claws into the poor thing, while you continue to pray. But there's no saving any of you now. You, the Overlord, the hero, and the underling's corpse are consumed by the flames. Yippee! Oh, devout maiden. Dang. That was her ending. I was like, no, there's another one! Oh, we're getting there, we're getting there, we're getting there. We need... This is the Overlord, so we gotta experiment with the Overlord stuff. Okay. You devote yourself to become... I'd rather not. We get to play the Overlord now. Okay. You are the Overlord. You live in a castle surrounded by your demon servants. It's a pretty cushy life, you think. Except for those pesky humans who keep killing members of your army. There's even a role called Hero whose purpose in life is to just dethrone you. What's their deal anyway? You've actively avoided pissing off the humans in hopes they'll leave you and your army alone. But they never do. You're still new to the whole Overlord thing, if you're being quite honest with yourself. You don't really understand the politics of it. But you remind yourself everyone is just doing their best to fulfill their roles. You won't let them bait you into being the evil Overlord they expect. You think you're pretty cool and mature to hold yourself to the higher standard like that. One of your underlings walks into your room, totally interrupting your thoughts about how awesome you are. They're saying something about how boring it is to stand in one place guarding the castle all the time, especially since no one ever comes here anyway. You see their point, but the way they're whining about it kind of bothers you. What do you do with this underling? Tyrant. We'll grant them their day off. I don't think that'll... No, should we stick to the script for now? And then try? I think we'll stick to the script. You give them a lecture about responsibility and unquestioning obedience. Your servants ought to do what they're told, whether they like it or not. They look really unhappy with you, but you're sure they'll thank you for this later. Venturing too far from the castle tends to spell death. The scripted one. You dismiss the underling and lie down in your nice and comfy overlord bed. All that lecturing made you want to take a nap. Me too. I get eepy real quickly. You fall asleep pretty quick. Just another one of your amazing talents as an overlord. Oh goodness. You wake to a knock on your door. The underling from earlier brought back some company. You thought you told that underling to do their job, not drag strangers into your room. Looks like they took an unauthorized breakaway from the castle. You scold them, but ultimately you're a little interested in this guest, so you let them off easy. An underling's not so bad. It's a maiden from the nearby human village. She says her role is to be captured by you. The maiden then goes to say that she's been getting very impatient thinking about her impending capture, so she came here to speed things along. You appreciate her honesty, but regret to inform her that you never had any plans to capture any humans. She seems very disappointed by this. Perhaps I'm not performing my role well enough. How can I become more maiden-like? You don't really understand the question. You think this world puts way too much focus on destiny and junk. Oh my goodness. You think this world puts way too much focus on destiny and junk. Just go home and stop worrying about it, you tell her. The maiden seems to be having a hard time wrapping her head around this. She insists that she stay and talk to you more. You feel warm inside as she looks into your eyes. This is the first time a human has looked at you without content. I can read. You wonder what to say. Antisocial. We're sticking to the script. Tell her she better go home. You'd love to have all the conversations in the world with your new friend, but having a human girl here will definitely cause trouble. You put on your mean face and tell her to get lost. But the maiden turns out to be very stubborn. You don't want to hurt her, but you also really want her to leave in case something bad happens. This whole situation is just asking for trouble, you think. Against your better judgment, you let her hang out for a little while longer. You enjoy a nice long chat with her, sharing stories about your kind. She expresses her surprise that demons are not all what she expected them to be. You're glad that she seems to have an open mind about these kind of things. You also bring up how you always instruct your army to avoid humans, as to not agitate them and get heroes sent out after you. That explains why the people of my village have been left unharmed. It's because of your orders, isn't it? We're very grateful. You're surprised to hear her thank you. You've always thought of humans to be violent and unreasonable. That's why your servants are always getting killed, despite your efforts to leave them alone. But this maiden is different. You joke that maybe you've been lying to her this whole time and that you were actually super evil all along. The maiden laughs at that, saying she wouldn't mind being held captive here. The people in her village are always a little exhausting at times, she says. You can't tell if she's into you or not. She can't tell if she's into you or not. Doomed Yuri. You're interrupted by another human in your doorway. This time, it's a hero. He was apparently searching for the maiden who was rumored to have been captured by your kind. Captured? Not at all. I only wanted to meet with the Overlord. Didn't anyone read the note I left behind? After everything is explained, the hero expresses his relief that this whole misunderstanding hadn't led to any horrible consequences. The maiden apologizes for causing trouble, and the hero asks her to return to the village with him. Confusing feelings well up inside your heart. You're surprised that you had one of those to begin with. You don't want the hero to take this maiden away from you. Possessive. We're gonna let them go. You're certain that she'll return to spend more time with you. You just have to trust in that. You decide. With the hero and maiden gone, you plop down to the comfort of your luxurious Overlord bed. Your room feels so empty now. Is this loneliness? You hope your new friend will be back soon. You close your eyes for a while. Oh wait, I was supposed to do something there. No! I'm just gonna get this ending. I'm gonna get this version of the ending, huh? You've almost fallen asleep with the maiden, and the hero bursts into your room, frantically trying to communicate something to you. You're told that a group of demons is plotting to assassinate you. You're not surprised. How nice are the humans to care, though? One of your underlings barges in next, shouting that the humans are liars. They're followed by another group of demons, crying that everything was the first underling's plan. Everyone is shouting over each other now, and it's very annoying. You yell for all of them to shut their traps. You have no doubt that your servants would let their ambition cloud their judgment and lead them to try to take your throne. Regardless of who... Hang on. Okay, let me do the voice. Regardless of who led this conspiracy, I have no choice but to punish everyone, to keep you all in your place, crushed beneath my heel. Saying that made you feel very Overlord-like. You aren't sure if you have the strength to back it up, though. Lately, all you do is sleep. The group of demons start muttering something about going back to Plan A and suddenly slam your door shut. You, the maiden, the hero, and one of your underlings are trapped inside. In an instant, the whole room is in flames. The underling pounds on the door, cursing at their friends for betraying them. The hero pounds on the door as well, vowing to slay the cowardly demons on the other side. So this is how you'll die. Burned alive in your own room by those you thought you could trust. You should have expected this from a bunch of idiot demons, though. You notice the maiden crying. Why does she have to die over something that has nothing to do with her? Perhaps she was cursed from the moment she spoke to you. You wonder if you're cursed as well. You're so filled with anger and frustration you don't even notice that you've grabbed the underling those traitors blamed everything on. Oh my goodness. They cry for mercy. They cry for mercy, saying that they were dragged into this plot, knowing they'd be killed if they took your side. They cry that they didn't want to have to kill you. You almost feel sorry for them. We'll be merciful. This is another ending, right? Another version of that ending. Cats and nachos. What? For the underling thing? We'll forgive them. You released the underling. Killing them wouldn't make you feel any better. Besides, they've already gotten their punishment. You'll all burn together. Ooh. Overlord's true end. Oh, okay, hang on, we got new stuff. Before you're taken back to reset the story once again, you pause for a moment. True end, you say to yourself. What was the point of all my effort if the true ending is this terrible? You must have forgotten where you were. This is the Bad End Theater. Is the pain settling in? Oh, but you've been aware of what you'd been shown. Oh my gosh, of what you'd be shown when you entered this place. It's a problem I've seen quite often. At some point, you grew attached to my little cast. You started to relate to their flaws, their plights. You started wishing for their happiness. But you aren't going to find that here in my theater. My lovingly crafted labyrinth of suffering. Oh, come to think of it, you reached the first true ending very quickly. I'm impressed. But there's no need to rush. Please take your time while exploring all the horrible possibilities. Anyway, I hope you'll pardon the interruption. You're making great progress. The choice to continue on to the next ending is always yours. I'll leave you to it, dear guest. Yay! We got our first true ending. Reset the stage. So that was... Wait, no, I didn't mean to do that. No, go back. I didn't mean to do that. Fog. Go back to character select. I meant to look over here. True end. Okay, yeah. And then there's something here with the hero and the maiden that we can do to get to the... So the true end just requires the underling to be disloyal. And she needs to be merciful. Okay. What's this ending then? Okay. And let's see. Who else's true end can we get? So we need the hero and then the maiden somewhere here. Merciful. Okay, we can get the maiden's true end, it looks like. So if we stick with being... Oh, we can do it with obedient too? Okay, but if we stick with staying with the overlord, and then we should get there. So we're gonna keep her merciful, disloyal, diplomatic. The end is befitting of you, Cat. What do you mean? How is that befitting of me? Not the pipe of pain. Ow! I saw it! I saw it coming too. Oh my gosh. Oh, I saw that coming too. That's crazy. Okay. Let me check something. Hang on. Okay, here you go. We're gonna try and get the maiden's ending now. This should all be correct. Okay. We meet them, so we're gonna introduce ourselves. And we go. Oh, that was fast. Whoa! That progressed very quickly. 0 to 100 very quick. I literally go skip, and then all of a sudden we're trapped in a room on fire. Okay. The Overlord spares the underling. You feel relieved, but does it make any difference? Will you all burn together? Is this our true ending? Maiden's true end! Yeah, so we just need to make sure we get that with everybody. The fire room expert. Wait. Wait, hang on. Hi, Boydsie! Welcome in! How are you doing? You just started your stream. Or, no, you're in starting soon right now. Hi! Should we just keep collecting the bad endings? Or do we no, I think we'll keep collecting the bad endings. I think we'll save it. Called you out, yes. I literally have the tab open on my other monitor. No, you don't have to go until you actually have to go. It's up to you. Thank you for stopping by. How are you doing? Oh my gosh. I can't even do that voice that you do it. Like what? Like, okay, princess. Like, I can't do it. Adjust fedora. I can't do that voice. I don't know how to do it. Why are you wait, why are you calling me? Hello? Wait, hang on. Hang on. Hang on. They can't even hear you. Hang on. Give him a second. I think they should be able to hear you now.
Hello, princess.
Yeah, you can hear you. Hello.
Hello, princess. Hello, princess.
Hello.
How's your Vita game, princess?
It's going good.
Adjust fedora. Okay, princess. I just had to check in, princess.
Thank you.
Goodbye, princess.
Goodbye, Boydsie. I'm a good stream. you just called me.
Goodbye, princess.
Goodbye. Farewell. What was that? Okay, that was ah!
Sorry.
Don't do that to me. Oh my gosh. Hang on. I gotta go back to my little place.
What are you drinking?
Princess, your siblings now? I don't think so, no. That'd be a little weird if we were siblings. We're taking care of little guy. Well, I guess we're still looking for little guy. You know what? The little underling kind of looks like little guy, you know? Anyways, that was your silly Voidsy cameo, I guess. What was that? Wild. Alright, anyway. We're gonna continue. We're gonna keep collecting bad endings, and we'll save this for, like, later. We'll save this for later. Okay, so we got the maidens. Wait, I didn't mean to select the underling! Hang on. Back. Go back. Let me out. Yes. Okay, so... Let's see. For the underling... We still need to do something with the maiden and the hero. Wait, hang on. Hang on. I keep selecting the wrong thing. Okay, so let's look at what we need for the heroes. True ending. We just need... Flees from the demons. Into the castle. Okay. Okay. Please. Okay. Well, we can do that. Okay. We'll go along with it. Okay. Okay, we're gonna flee. He's just a little guy. He's just a little guy. Would you mind letting me in, pretty please? Okay, yeah, and they let us over. We're gonna ask what's going on. What's chillin'? Pretty dangerous. British. British. So at least there's that. Oh god. What? Oh wait, no, I skipped too much. Shoot. Fiddlesticks. Dang, nabbit. Okay, hang on. let me do this again. Okay, hang on. Let's see. Okay, flee. Ask if they'll let me in. And I just gotta remember not to skip on this one. Ask what's going on. Okay. So she explains she's never captured. We're like, wow, what a silly misunderstanding. Why don't we go back home? Okay, yeah. We go to the castle. Wait! I'm missing something here. Is the true ending not the... Wait, what decision? Wait, hang on, I'm doing something wrong. Okay. What trait do... Okay, is it my trait mixed up with the maiden? Yeah, okay, skip. The under... Oh! I have to have him disloyal. Right? And let me check. Flee from demons. Get into the castle. Disloyal. Yeah, we didn't have him disloyal. That's what was going on. And that's my bad. My bad. Okay. Skip. Flee like a coward. Let me in, pretty please. Ask what's going on. Nothing was actually wrong. Okay, here we go. Transition. Hang on, chat. I gotta do a thing. Okay, we're chilling. Why? Okay, never mind. Okay. You pause when you see a group of suspicious demons standing near the entrance. Ooh. They're talking about assassinating their overlord. This proves to you that demons really are foul creatures. Okay. We have to tell her about this. You don't understand what the maiden is thinking. The world is better off with less demons. They're all cold, ruthless creatures that should be destroyed. And those same creatures have just noticed you eavesdropping. The maiden takes off into the castle, and you have no choice but to follow. You burst into the overlord's room. The maiden frantically tries to communicate what you just overheard. The demon underling barges in next, calling you a liar. It's followed by the group from the entrance, who shifts the blame onto the little one. These demons only really care about themselves. How low can they be? You begin shouting at them, and the whole room dissolves into noise until the overlord yells for everyone to shut their traps. She threatens them with violence. This overlord is no better than her subjects. You grip your sword tightly. If you have to cut through everyone here and to get this maiden to safety, you certainly will. The group of demons hiss to each other before shutting the door, leaving the runt of their litter behind. You glance around for another exit, but there isn't one. You have a terrible feeling about this. In an instant, the whole room is in flames. What kind of demonic magic is this? The underling pounds on the door, upset that it's been betrayed. You join it, vowing to slay the cowardly demons on the other side. The next moment, the overlord has taken hold of the underling. It's crying for mercy. Is she going to kill it as retribution? It continues to cry and make excuses, but the overlord does nothing. To your surprise, she lets it go. Are demons capable of mercy? You guess it doesn't matter now. You all burn together. Yippee! Nice, true end. We're getting there. No matter the perspective, the true ending remains the same. That's what makes it true. You couldn't resist seeing it for yourself, though, could you? I wonder what will happen when you collect all of them. Will you give in to despair, or... Oh. Reset the stage. We almost have it. We're almost there. Okay, we just need the underling. There's still so many endings. Okay, what do we need for this one? Granted day off. Brings the maid into the castle. Involved in the plot. So disloyal. We need to choose disloyalty. Antisocial. Obedient. Okay. Okay. We'll do antisocial, obedient. It benefits you nicely. It befits you nicely. I don't know why I keep reading this benefit. Yeah, this is like a straight line. Okay. So we need something with the hero. Since it's all the same ending, I think this is good. Then we need something with the maid in here. This might take an extra guess. So we need to make sure he's disloyal, obedient, antisocial. Maybe we still need her to be merciful, because like if we go to the... Yeah, we need her... Yeah, merciful. Antisocial, merciful. This is where we need to guess. Somewhere in here, we could still overthrow the Overlord. Okay. We'll see how this goes. Okay. Oh, nice. We get the day off! She's surprisingly cool with it. The changes of atmosphere excites you. Okay. Tell her to quit yelling. Why is she yelling? Wait, I didn't set that up right. Okay. Oh well, we're still good. She regains her composure. Now she started talking to you like your friends or something. You don't understand humans at all. You speak the same language, of course, which has always confused you. Because why is there conveniently only one language in the world? If demons and humans have independent societies, wouldn't it make it Wouldn't it make sense for them to have each of their own language? The maiden is going on and about feeling some kind of destiny she's trying to fulfill. And then we're gonna go take her to the Overlord. And then we're gonna go off for a nap. Okay, this is where we need to be disloyal. You ask them what their deal is. They say you're planning a whole revolution. They're gonna get rid of the current Overlord. Sounds like a lot of trouble. Disloyal. You were just joking. Okay. I don't want to skip. I'm scared I'll like mess up the ending if I skip. Okay, yeah. Curious about this. This is where we're yapping. This is where we're talking. You realize your friends are just a bunch of directionless thugs. Okay. Didn't really come down to. Wait, we weren't stopped! What did I... What did I do? Hang on. I must have messed up the rolls somewhere else. Well, let's get the chicken out one. We'll see how this goes. Okay. You don't want to kill her. You can't go through with it. You turn to leave the room, but you find your friends blocking the exit in a panicked whisper, you ask them to let you out. This seems to have been their way of testing your loyalty. You tell them this is pretty fucked up and ask again to be let out. The Overlord stirs in her bed while your head is turned. The demons shut the door. I thought I did click obedient. It said that was what was needed. Maybe I missed something else. I'll have to double check. Because if she's obedient, she doesn't come... I don't know. Okay, you scramble to the Overlord's closet to hide before she wakes up and sees you. There's nothing you could possibly say to explain this and survive. You're trembling. You can't believe those assholes would bully you like this. You feel like crying. Light flickers at your feet. It doesn't take long for you to realize they've set the room on fire. You hear the Overlord trying to get the door open. To no avail, you're both trapped. Too afraid to move, you resign yourself to your fate. You and the Overlord burn together. Cowardly underling. Reset the stage. Okay. Because didn't it say... obedient. Maiden obedient. That's what it says. Polite. Obedient. There's something here with the hero and maiden then. What do I... Here. We need something here. Okay. Obedient. Flees from demons. Antisocial. Okay. Antisocial. We flee from demons. And we're obedient. We have to try and get this over here. Okay, obedient, antisocial. Flee from demons. Okay, so... Antisocial, merciful. We're gonna stay disloyal. And we're gonna go back to the hero. Skip. Flee. I'm trying to think what else do I do differently? Ah! You can't return home now. Oh, on your way to the Overlord's castle, you spot a maiden heading back towards the village. She couldn't have come from the Overlord's castle, could she? This may be the exact maiden you're currently seeking to rescue. You approach her with curiosity. You ask the maiden what she's doing. Doesn't she know the Overlord's castle is, like, right there? It's dangerous. The maiden explains that she spoke with the Overlord, and it turns out the demons never had any diabolical plans to harm the village or anyone in it. We'll believe her story. You have no reason to assume she's lying to you. Even though her story is kind of hard to believe, you feel you should trust her. You tell her you're pretty surprised that everyone has been wrong about the demons all along. The townspeople must be informed of this immediately. Oh. The two of you return to the village. They had been so worried. They praise you for your bravery. But the maiden quickly sets the record straight. There was nothing she needed to be rescued from in the first place. The villagers look to you for an explanation. You politely inform them that it isn't your story to tell. You merely ran into her on the way to the castle. She explains that the Overlord isn't interested in capturing maidens or anything of the sort. The villagers turn to you again in disbelief. They aren't being subtle in how little they trust this maiden's story. You totally believe her, but to placate these fears, these fair citizens, I can read. You volunteer to speak to the demons personally, just in case. The crowd breaks into hush whispers. You're too busy thinking about what a great and reliable hero you are to hear what they're saying. The town elder's voice breaks you out of your thoughts. He implores you to meet with the Overlord immediately and says that they'll all keep an eye on the maiden until you return. You figured that sounds alright, but the mood is kind of intense for some reason. Did you miss something? You aren't sure what's going on, but you get the feeling it might be bad to leave the maiden on her own. But suddenly she takes off running. Oh, you thought the two of you were in this together. Her actions have convinced the crowd that she's obviously been a liar and a witch from the start. People are shouting for you to hunt her and her demon friends down already. But that doesn't sound like a very heroic task. You can't help but feel these people are wrong. It's up to you to It's up to you to catch up to her and talk to the demons in order to clear up this misunderstanding. You valiantly dash after the maiden towards the Overlord's castle. But you were too late. Through the unguarded gates, you spot a group of demons surrounding a body. The maiden. She was a fool to have trusted the demons after all. Your hero blood is boiling. You'll avenge her death. You charge through the gates to eliminate every demon you see. Oh my goodness. What the fuck are you doing, killing all my soldiers? That's so aggressive. I mean, that makes sense in the scenario. The Overlord is angry. You vow to exterminate her and all of demonkind. You clash again and again, but the Overlord isn't going down easy. You're both dangerously low on health when everything goes black. Your quest has come to an abrupt end. Unlucky. Yikes. Okay. How do we get the same end? What? I'm a little confused. We'll get there. We'll get there. Okay, let's look. See, we got here. Now we need something with the maiden, it looks like. Yeah, he believes. So we need trusting. Please from the demons, trusting. Yeah, okay, he's trusting now. Then we need one for the maiden. Trusting. So we need to leave when we're told. And then we do something here. We're almost there. Skip.
Introduce ourselves.
Skip. Okay, now we listen to her. We're gonna leave. Look at us, happy. He asks what you're doing. Okay.
Explain everything that happened.
Okay. The two of you returned to the village, hoping to communicate this to everyone. They had been so worried and very glad that the hero brought you back. You quickly set the record straight. You weren't rescued because there was nothing to be rescued from in the first place. Okay. You explain how you met the Overlord. Okay. Yeah. The villagers look again to the hero for confirmation. You feel a little miffed that they seem to prefer his word over yours, but you don't say anything about it. The hero proclaims that he believes your story, but volunteers to go talk to the demons himself, just to make absolutely sure. The crowd breaks into hushed whispers. You hear words like trickery and demon sympathizer being thrown around, which makes you frown. You're pretty shocked that everyone's this hesitant to believe you. Does the hero even trust you? You aren't sure anymore. The old man implores the hero go speak with the Overlord immediately. He says you should be held prisoner and considered dangerous until the hero returns. Much to your disbelief, the crowd agrees with him. Because of course, if you were conspiring with the demons, they can't afford to let their guard down. This whole village would be slaughtered by monsters. The hero isn't saying anything. You will be tied up and tossed into the cell at this rate. If you're going to be held captive by anyone, it's going to be by the Overlord, not your fellow countrymen. Leave on your own. Okay. So then we're gonna grab the hero and run. This is the decision we need to make. You boldly announce that you'll accompany the hero to prove yourself. You'd rather risk what's out there instead of staying in a village that doesn't trust you. No one seems to know how to react. You grab the hero by the wrist and take off before anyone stops you. Near the castle's entrance, you spy a group of suspicious demons congregating. They're talking about assassinating the Overlord. We did it! Okay. And that gets us our ending here. Okay. We'll keep collecting bad endings. And this should be our underling ending. Right? Hang on. Let's double check. Polite, obedient. Is that everything she needs to be? She doesn't have to be polite, but she can be. Obedient. Yep, we got it. Okay. And then the hero is trusting. Okay. We're gonna do it. This is gonna be it. Okay.
We're gonna hear her out. Hi, buddy.
Okay, now we kill the Overlord. It was just a joke. I'm sorry. Okay, here is closer to our thing. They take off into the castle. No, log. I want the log. You and your friends turn to notice a pair of humans. I've overheard your entire conversation. They take off into the castle. Are they headed to the Overlord's room? Fuck. The Overlord will kill you for sure if she found out you were conspiring to take her out. You dash into the castle after the humans. Oh wait, wrong button. Sure enough, the maiden's already frantically yelling the Overlord everything. You shout that the humans are liars. Your friends soon arrive to back you up, except they don't. Instead, they blame you, the whole thing on you. They cry that it was all your idea and they were just going with the flow, too scared to refuse your crazy plan. You can't believe they'd tell the Overlord such a blatant lie. You always knew better than to trust them. You're the one who didn't have a choice here. You shout at each other until the Overlord demands silence. Regardless of who led this conspiracy, I have no choice but to punish everyone, to keep you all in your place, crushed beneath my heel. She sounds tough, but lately all she does is sleep. You doubt her strength. You hear your traitorous friends mutter something about going back to Plan A, and suddenly, the door slams shut. You're trapped in here with the Overlord and the two humans. And then the room bursts into flames. You pound on the door, screaming curses at those who betrayed you. The hero joins you, vowing to slay the lot of them. You wish he'd get that chance. The Overlord grabs you by the throat. You cry for mercy. You were forced into this mess. You're sure now that they would have killed you if you'd sided with her. To your surprise, the Overlord spares you. Or maybe she'd rather see you suffer instead. Looking around, you've just gone from one dead end to another. The maiden is crying. The hero is silent. You'll all burn together. We got all the true endings. Okay. And then everything else is just, let's see. We still have 41! We only got, wait, did we really get the Overlord true ending first go? Befitting you? What do you mean? What do you mean? We've only got one ending for the Overlord done. Who are we the closest to completing? The hero, it looks like. So I'm thinking we work on completing the hero and seeing how that goes. Let's see. Do we want to complete one? I think we should probably try and complete one. Cat's the heroic furball. Haha, I know, I'm super heroic. I'm so cool. I think that's what we'll do. Since we're pretty close to the hero, I think we'll try and complete that one. We just have 6 more endings. Let's see. Bad end, bad end. We'll try and just go work our way down. We'll try and this will be our last one. Tries to slay the Overlord. Hero finds the maiden. Overlord is upset. Which route is this? Dutiful, dutiful. Lord is upset. Okay, okay. I guess we... She can't be obedient. I guess these don't really matter. Right? Yeah, this just matters. We just need to make sure that the maiden is there with her. Okay. I think I have that right. We'll see.
Look at us, our little hero.
That's where we need to be dutiful. Make quick work of them. Very intimidating. Diplomatic. We'll cut through the demon army. Look at us, so cool. And that's where... Well, this is one ending where we die. So these are... Here, I guess we can save right here. Can we save the endings like this? Is this how this works? Yeah, okay. Destroy the Overlord. You lunge forward, driving your blade through the evil Overlord. She screams and falls silent. The Overlord has been slain. You smile, offering the maiden your hand. She takes it, after slight hesitation. She must be surprised at how strong you are. You escort the maiden home. She's oddly quiet on the trek back to the village. She must be too shy to speak. The villagers are very pleased with what a good job you've done, slaying the Overlord and saving a hostage. They threw a huge celebration in your name. You are remembered for generations as the greatest hero the village has ever seen. Dang, okay. So we got that one. We'll go for the hero again. And then... we'll load this. We'll load back over here. Then we ask what's wrong. She explains that she came here on her own. You don't know how to respond. See your army in lifeless piles. It's wailing horribly. And then this is where we're heroic once again. You lunge forward. Is this the same? No, the other one has to do something with the maiden. This is the same ending. Okay, back. No, not back that way. Not that way. Okay, reset the stage. Let me look back at that. So we have 6 out of the 11. So we need something with the maiden. That would be this one. So no matter... we need to stay. So we just need to make sure he's dutiful and heroic. Yeah, okay, cool. Introduce yourself. Okay. So this is where he walks in. And he sees us talking with the Overlord. His clothes are stained by a dark liquid. It's dropping from his weapon, too. You realize it must be demon blood. Something horrible has happened. The hero suddenly dashes towards the Overlord, sword drawn. This is where we go. We protect her.
You selflessly throw yourself in front of the hero's blade, acting as a shield. It's funny, you think. You never could have imagined this would be the way that you die. The roles are all switched around, but it feels right to you somehow. You're glad that your destiny turned out to be saving someone rather than being saved yourself. As your vision fades, you hope that everything turns out alright for your new friend.
How I donate to you? Just through bits. I don't have anything for like actual donation wise. What? There's I suppose you could do, I don't know. Like bits is really the way, or like sub. But hi Eldar, welcome in. Sacrificial maiden. Then we can get the heroes. Right? Yeah, okay. She runs from you. Such sacrifice you've made. Lovely. Wait, which one? It was this one. It was this one. This is the one we were going on. Okay. So we need her to be a martyr, and then everything here should work out. Wait, I guess I can just pick this, huh? Load. Destroy the Overlord. No, it didn't work! What did I do? Oh my gosh, hang on. Oh, this is because this is a weird save, that's why. Never mind. Can we go? Oh. Hang on. We're just gonna skip. We're gonna skip. We're gonna skip. Reset the stage. I guess we have to go through it our own way first. Cut through the demon army. No, I still did it wrong. What? And I did it wrong still. What am I? Aren't you forget? I thought I. Oh. Why isn't it selected? It was selected. I swear I selected it. I swear I selected it. Okay. Now this is gonna be right. This is gonna be the right way. Okay. Now we get to slay the demon over. We get to slay the Overlord. Okay. You lunge forward to put an end to the evil Overlord, but your blade pierces the maiden instead. She has sacrificed herself to protect this demon. It takes you a moment to recover from the shock. The Overlord wails. Why did you do that? You're not sure if the question is directed at you. The Overlord strikes at you in vengeful rage. You parry, and she is slain. Your sword feels heavy. You look at your hands, your clothes. Blood. So much blood. You look at the fallen maiden, wondering what to tell the townspeople. Why would she protect the Overlord? She must have been brainwashed by demonic magic. You pick up the Overlord's head, wrapping it in your cape, and begin your long journey back to town. You will say that you were too late, that nothing could be done for the girl, but the Overlord is slain. There will be celebration. Loyal hero. We did it that time. Yeah. Okay, and then there's one right here. And then I'm assuming this one... Okay, hang on. Disloyal... We can save around this point. We can save this point. So we just need to be diplomatic. And then disloyal.
Because then we can get 2 endings. Okay. Possessive. Okay. Let's go for the possessive ending then. I guess we'll save. I don't know. I don't think we really need to save. We'll go possessive. And then what? Disloyal? Was that it? Possessive and disloyal. Flee. We run. Diplomatic. Okay, here we go. This is where everything seems fine. Ask the maiden what's going on. And we have a nice little chat. Okay. Okay, we ask if she can go home with us. But the Overlord objects to this. The maiden tries to tell her that she'll come right back, but... Oh my gosh. Hi, Captain! I welcome in. Thank you for the... Well, I guess thank you for the hydrate. I don't appreciate the water bottle part, though. The spray bottle part. Hi, welcome in. How are you doing? We're wrapping up one of our other endings now. Okay. The Overlord objects to this. The maiden tries to tell her that she'll come right back, but the Overlord refuses to hear it. The maiden seems nervous. As a hero, it's your job to mediate situations like these. You tell the Overlord that if she doesn't let the 2 of you go, you'll have to assume she's evil. You'll be forced to vanquish her. You leave me no choice. The Overlord pauses before suddenly jumping you. You're helpless as she disembowels you with her claws. How horrible. You came all this way only to be met with this cruel fate. You should have destroyed these evil creatures while you had the chance. Your dying wish for the maiden to somehow make it out of this alive. Has Peachy been busy lately? How about you? I've gotten busy too, actually. Streaming-wise, and then, like, commission-wise. I've gotten a couple of commissions that I've been working on, so, and funny enough, I expected this month to be much more peaceful. As in less busy, more relaxing. But it turns out to be the exact opposite. Much more of a handful of things to do. But I enjoy it, you know. It's not anything I'm not complaining about. Okay, and then we're just not possessive. I think that's the only thing that changes there. Yeah, she's just possessive. He's disloyal. Whichever you say will always be the opposite. There, we got this. We're almost done with we almost cleared everything out for the hero. Flee like a coward. Diplomatic? Oh, what's going on, buddy? Did I do this right? I don't remember, actually. Oh, yeah, okay, we're doing this. Okay. You pause when you see a group of suspicious demons standing near the entrance. They're talking about assassinating the Overlord. This proves to you that demons are really foul creatures. Okay, yeah. They should be destroyed. No choice. Hang on, no, I did something wrong. Oh, I did something wrong. We end up with the same fate, don't we? Oh, whoa! This is... Okay, hang on. This is it. I think so. It's crying... No? The 2 of you, the Overlord and the under... No? Okay, hang on. Resigned hero. Okay, no, this is the ending. Okay. The only difference is that she kills the underling. Okay, 9. We have 2 more, which is down here. These should be shorter endings. I still still got this one. The hero is abruptly killed off by the underling after fighting the overlord. Oh! We just haven't got the underling's POV. Hungry. Diplomatic hungry. Okay. Flee like a coward. Diplomatic. Explain why they come here. They stare you down. Okay. Let me get in. The Overlord is alone. You ask about the maiden, but the Overlord doesn't seem to know what you're talking about. Was she really never here? You wonder what could have happened to her. The Overlord says that she wishes she could help you, but the first humans that come here in forever. But you're the first human that's come here in forever. At least that she knows of. You think about how you probably shouldn't trust her, seeing as she's a demon and all, but you can't really prove that she's lying either. You apologize for the intrusion and return home to your village. The maiden was never found. Useless hero. Aww. Ooh, we're almost done with him. We have one more, which is obedient. Okay, dutiful and obedient. She runs from you. Or talk. What? Okay, obedient. Dutiful. Hero flees from the demons. Okay. So we just need to make sure she's obedient. Well, these don't matter. He can't be hungry. Then he'll eat her. Oh my goodness! Hi, Pitch! Welcome in! How are you doing? Thank you for the raid! Hello, Raiders. I am Katagen, your dorky demigod, and today we are playing a Bad End Theater. We're trying to get all the endings for the hero right now. Yeah, what were you up to? What were you doing, Pidge? This is a little late for you to be streaming. You don't usually stream this late. Am I right? I don't recall you ever streaming this late before. You were playing Cookie Run Kingdom again and the gambling went insane? Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, I was an hour late. Okay. Yeah, I was right. You were late. You raided in later than, like, whenever you do raid. So I was like, oh. Yeah, well, I hope it was fun. I hope you had a good stream. Yeah, and if you need to raid and run, you're A-okay, good to go. What did I need to do again? I forgot what ending I was going for. This one. This is the only one I'm actually missing. Obedient. Yeah, she just needs to be obedient, and we need her to be antisocial. Okay. You're getting ready to witness the last ending of the hero. If I do this right. We can be dutiful or diplomatic, I believe. So I don't think this part will affect what we do. She can't be trusted. Is this the end? I guess that makes sense. Oh gosh. Okay, so we go to the castle. We meet her halfway there. She's like, oh, the demons are good. They're nice. We're like, you're wrong. You aren't sure you should listen to this maiden. You've been taught your whole life that demons are evil. You ask if she's sure about this, but she gets very upset that you think she would lie to you. She storms off before you can say anything else. You decide to return to the village, certain that she must have just been the kidnapped maiden you were sent to rescue. Land that took care of itself. You take your time walking home. Job well done today, you think to yourself. As you walk past the town square, you notice the whole village is crowded around. Is that the maiden you saw earlier? She's bound to a wooden stake. The crowd is in a frenzy. Smoke begins to rise, and you stand idly by as flames consume the maiden. I had some random raid into me for the first time. I was screaming, freaked out so hard with everything going on. My throat's so sore. Also, this game looks edible. Very. I like it a lot. Yeah, your throat's sore? I've been reading all day, so my throat's a little dry too. But I mean, that's what I expected when playing this game, so. Aww. She must have done something horrible to deserve that. She seemed nice though, you think. But evil comes in all forms, so you reassure yourself. You decide to call it a day and return to your house. But you can't escape the sinking feeling. Maybe you aren't cut out for this role. Spectator hero and a ooh. Oh, what's this? A letter flutters down from beyond the curtain. You found lost letter number 1. Whoa! Hang on, reset the stage? Where can I look at that? We have half of them done now. I'm a genius. What's over here? No. I'm saving that for the end. I'm thinking... we wrapped up one character. And we have, like, literally half of it done by now. So maybe we can save these for another stream is what I'm thinking. We still have Friday. I lied. We don't have Friday. I looked over and I saw that I have a collab Friday. Okay. For those of you still in chat, for those of you who want to chat or anything, I'd like your input. Do we want to wrap up here and finish these last 3 endings on Friday or on Monday? Or at least try to finish these on Friday. I think maybe we'll save this for Monday, actually. I'm talking to myself. I think that's what we'll do. We'll save this for Monday. And we'll wrap it up here. So we're gonna go raid. Don't y'all guys leave. You're my hostages at the moment. And we're gonna get ready to raid. Because we finished the hero. Actually, we should look at the letter real quick. Before we go and raid. We're gonna look at the letter. Let's see. What? Aww. My love. It just isn't fair at all, is it? For them to force us apart like this, it's unreasonable, cruel. I had to find an outlet for this grief somehow. So I decided to write. And I'll keep writing until the day you find me once more. And then, maybe we could write a story together. I'm waiting for that day. Forever yours, Tragedy. Interesting. The music goes back to the same do. That's so silly. Okay. Now, what we're gonna do is... we're gonna raid, but I don't know who to raid. Nice stream cat, yeah. I don't know who to raid! There's several people live. I don't know who to raid. Oh my goodness. Decisions. I think what we'll do is... we will raid... I'm thinking we'll raid Tech. That's what I'm leaning towards, okay? So don't y'all leave. We're gonna go raid a Technomancer. They're currently playing
Vintage Story. They're a funny little TV guy. So, yeah, that's what they're currently playing. They're playing Vintage Story with 2 other people. They don't have their names on here. I don't know who they are, actually. But he's doing a collab, so... I've seen them before on his stream. I just don't know them. They seem really snazzy, though, so... Alrighty, we're gonna go raid into tech. Y'all ready? Hang on. Yeah, okay, I'm making sure the raid's still going. Alrighty, guys. Thank you for playing with Bad in Theater with me. I appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. So we will be picking this up again Monday around the same time we started. Which was what? 5:30ish CST? Yeah. Alrighty. Goodbye, guys. Have a good day or night wherever you may be. And we will head off into... Monday is when you will be late. I will not be late. I promise. Okay? Farewell now. We're heading out.